Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another day on planet Earth. And hope everything's good in your world. I think one of the most important things right now is this concept of discernment. Just finished a podcast show with my friend Jason today, and we were talking a little bit about AI and how AI and where AI is going. But I don't think it's just about AI. I think it's about all sorts of things that are playing out on the planet right now, and discernment is absolutely the key. And I think as part of discernment, what we want to do is to, as we're feeling into things, is to expand our consciousness to try and uncover what's truly going on behind what we think is going on. It's very easy to be sucked into all sorts of things right now, or drawn into all sorts of things that may or may not be true. And the recent April Fool's Day things were a bit of proof of that. And I watched some things play out on the internet, and some people put some posts up as an April Fool's, whether we agree with that or not. And it was just interesting to watch everyone just absolutely run with it as if it was real and absolutely true. And that was kind of interesting. I think one of them was the pole shifts, that the pole shifts had actually happened. That was one of the April Fool's posts. But it was just kind of interesting to watch everyone jump on a bandwagon and post about that thing. And it kind of got me thinking about discernment and how do we really do discernment? Because right now, sometimes it's hard to know what's real and true and what's not. And it's very easy to get caught in a hype of some belief or some thought or something. And how do we not get caught in that when in actuality that thing may not be real? I think when that happens, we can look a bit silly if we've sort of played the post out. And I know April Fool's is a bit of fun and all that sort of stuff, but I think there's a bigger thing going on behind the scenes in regards to that, in that we're trying to work out that discernment, or work out what's real, true, what's maybe fake or not as real, and what is more real. And I really think expanding consciousness, just tuning in, not jumping on necessarily one bandwagon or another, and the stuff that Amit just continually talks about, which is staying in the center, staying stable in the middle, where you're not necessarily believing in one thing or the other thing, or but you're actually just staying beautifully stable in the middle. And from that space, you can connect into a deeper intuitive part of you, maybe, that can then discern whether something's real or not real. And if it doesn't quite feel real, we just look further. We, we ask more questions. We dive a little bit deeper into it. And the fun part about that sort of stuff, though, when it comes up, is that it's fairly sort of skin deep, if you will, and therefore it's very easy to find out with just a little bit of searching, a little bit of, a little bit of inquiry, whether that's real or not real. But I think it's, as we move further down, down the path, as we continue to evolve as humanity, and AI and things like that continue to become more prevalent, then I think consciousness and discernment and connection is going to become even more and more important. And I think this is why this sort of, healing personal journey is really important, certainly to help us to connect in deeper, so that we can be more discerning, so that we can be more intuitive, if you like, and that we can feel into what's real and maybe what's not real. And I think that's going to become more and more important. Yes, that's what's happening. Now, don't miss our live event tomorrow. And over in Quantum Gateway, there is a link somewhere above for you to come across the Quantum Gateway, and you can see all the activities that are happening there. I post quite a lot there, a lot of live posts and trainings that I do over there. So please come along and join us for our live events that we run. And then obviously the next live event here in Heart of the Matrix will be in a few weeks' time. So stick around for that. Anyway, I'd love to know your thoughts. What do you do to help with discernment? What are some of the things maybe you do? Is it meditation? Is it expanding consciousness or intuition? What is it that helps you to, to be more discerning about stuff that you see. Love to know. Anyway, type below. Hope that helps. I will see you hopefully live tomorrow, some of you. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. And thanks for being part of this group. Anyway, love to know. Please type below. And please share how you are helping in your discernment. All right. See you soon. Ciao.